Hello and welcome to episode 16 of the Youth Intake Challenge. We're just entering the sixth season in charge of Dulwich Hamlet. We've just been promoted to the Vanarama National Conference League. That's the first competition we won. We finished top, surprisingly. And this will be a quick review of where we are after the transfer window and the first match of the season, see how we get on. So stick around, it should be fun. First thing to probably catch us up on is a bit of a slip in judgment by me, really. I was letting some players go who didn't have high potential, or I didn't think were going to make it into the first team squad, and somehow I've managed to let Steve Tracy go, who was our kind of main striker, which he's gone on a free transfer to Dundalk, and there's nothing I can really do about it. So we've lost someone who was quite a good player for us. I mean, history-wise, he did get us quite a few goals. I mean, only 10 last season, but he scored 35 in 88 games for us. So that's a bit of a misjudgment on my part. However, I've filtered the squad, and this is what we're kind of going with. You'll see lots of familiar faces in there, some not so familiar faces. So just have a quick scan through the squad planner to see kind of who we've got, where we're going. So we've got England Fredericks and Samuel Chigozie fighting out for the number one slot. I think Fredericks might just have overtaken Chigozie over the last season while he was away on loan. So that'll be a nice little battle. They're certainly going to get tested in the division above, because when we get to the season preview, you'll see why. In terms of left back, I think Cockings is going to be the first choice with Drakos as the backup. Abu Daru is still around. He's at the club, but he's just in the under 18 squad at the minute. Right back, we've got Jesse Russell and Ruari Bellingham. Bellingham had a really good end to the season last season. I think he might be the one we start with, the young Scot, 17 years old. He's not got the same potential threshold, but I just think in terms of where he is stats-wise in current ability and his physicals, he probably just gets the nod ahead of Russell as we currently stand. Centre-half's fairly straightforward. Lolo Atienza, one of the Tasmans of the club. He's been here since the start of 21, so he's probably one of the oldest players in the squad as well. He is our 5-star first name on the team sheet, centre-half. And then alongside him, we've got Gene Elsley, who played a lot of games last season, but he's maybe not quite kicked on the way we'd want him to. But we have got Arlind Kase, the Kosovan. He's only 16 years old. He's reasonably tall. He's a little bit better stats-wise, so he might get a few games. And then we're kind of struggling a little bit after that. But this can be a wake-up call for whoever sits in there. What we'll look to do is, likes of Kase, who's got a high potential threshold, we've just got to get him in it as quickly as we can. Defensive mid, Kyle Peterson, 17, New Zealand player. Probably one of my favourite players in the squad. I just think he's got a really good stat spread and he's a really consistent performer. So he'll be first choice defensive midfielder role. And then after that, we've got Benjamin Nachama. He's been here for a while. He's been out on loan. He's been in the under 18s. He might get some more exposure this season. And Joshua Curran playing as kind of third fiddle understudy. In terms of the middle of the park, I mean, it's a no-brainer. Dean Spence. I think he's a lot of people's favourite player. He'll be starting in the middle of the park alongside, Ouedraogo probably, or perhaps Schaff. But Ouedraogo's come on leaps and bounds as well. So probably Ouedraogo alongside Spence in the middle with Peterson just behind them. On the right wing, we're probably going to have Amoako. I'm not 100% sure yet. He had a really good season last season, despite not having the higher potential threshold. But Joshua Moses is giving him a bit of a run for his money. So one of them two probably to start on the right-hand side. I mean, Lamar Hams is in there, but I think he's going to be our first choice striker now. Attacking midfield on the left, Jake Gilder. What can I say? He's been here a long time. He's broke his leg. He's come back. He's still been magnificent. It does leave Dimitriadis as the understudy, who again is another phenomenal player. And I mean, his pace has picked up a little bit as well. So a bit of rotation for them. We can maybe slot Gilder in centre forward. We'll see how that develops as the season goes on. And then up top, probably Lamar Hams, the 17-year-old striker with a Mohican. He doesn't have the greatest stats, but he scores a lot of goals. Justin Powell was the understudy, and then you're into the Steve Spencer and Aaron Hales. We are going to need another good youth intake to come through. Unfortunately, from a club perspective, we're still down to semi-professional. I thought over the summer that might change. However, it hasn't, so we're still on part-time contracts, which isn't good for holding on to players. Facility-wise, we're waiting on the new stadium, so it doubles our capacity. We're currently at 3,500 seated. We're going to move to a 6,500 capacity stadium, which should increase the funding and allow us to increase some of the training facilities and youth facilities, because we've got excellent academy coaching and good youth recruitment, but we need to get some of the facilities up to help them reach their potential. And that really takes us on to the schedule then. So friendly wise, we've done all right. We've won the bulk of them. We did get beat by Crystal Palace under 21s, but I don't necessarily think that's any surprise whatsoever. We've got an opening game against Welling, who we have played in the past before in some of the cups, and they well and truly sorted us out. So a little bit of revenge maybe on the cards if we can get a good result. In terms of the league preview, it doesn't look great. We're at 400 to 1, a full 8 times off where Gloucester are, so this is going to be a really difficult season. We have got a couple of key players in the list. It's no surprise to see Lolo Atienza in there and Dean Spence. Maybe we would have another one in there if I hadn't let Tracy go, but it's done, it's happened now. We're just going to have to get over it. So without further ado, I'll get to the game and we'll see what our first game is like in the Vanarama National League. Stay tuned. And welcome back. So our debut in this division then, we've got Fredericks in goals, coming in just ahead of Chigozi. We've got Cockings at left back. We've got Elsley and Atienza in the middle of the park and Bellingham at right back. We've got the midfield three of Peterson, Spence and Wodrago, which isn't any surprise at all. Gilder on the left. Moses is going to start the season on the right, and Hams will be our starting forward up front. Lots of players on the bench with high potential that we might be able to introduce as the season goes on. So that's not to say this is going to be the team that finishes the season, but certainly at the start of the season, I think this is the one that gives us the highest chance of maybe grinding out a few results, and that's what we have to do. We're very much favourites to go down. So what we need to do is get points where we can, try and just stay above that yellow line and see if we can survive for a season and get some reinforcements in through the next youth intake. I don't know how the youth intakes are affected as you go up a division. It's the first time I've done this kind of challenge, and it's certainly the first time I've managed to get promoted doing this kind of challenge. So we'll have to see if the quality of player increases now we're up a division, or whether we're going to still have the same quality as we had previously. But it'll be interesting to find out. I'm looking forward to what our first intake is like, albeit we've got to wait till March really for that to come through. So 5 minutes into the game, we've got a chance with Gilder on free kick. It was a good, it was on target. You can't say much more than that. It wasn't really threatening. Bellingham with a throw down the right then. Wodrago and Bellingham linking down that right hand side. Through Peterson. Good ball through to Hams. He has a shot, but it's deflected wide. And I think we're kind of going to be limited to very few opportunities. Gilder puts in a corner. Peterson will get a chance to maybe fling it back in there. But our big players like Atienza have come deep now, so we might have lost this chance. Gilder on the left-hand side. Again, some good play there into Gilder. Oh, it's just been cleared. We just can't find that killer ball. It's only 9 minutes into the game. But what a positive thing it would be if we could get a good start to the season and get some points on the board. Because the longer you go without any kind of point, the more difficult it's going to become. Good play again, this time building from the back, going down the left-hand side into Spence, driving forward. Hams cuts it through to Gilder. And who's going to open their account first? I think we've got a few good players in the squad. I think Hams might have a good season this season. I don't know if anyone else has noticed, but when you get a player with Mohican through, I automatically think, well, he's got to be good with a haircut like that. But we'll see as we progress through the season. Really well in limiting Welling in their chances. Free kick by Gilder. He's opened the account. First goal for Dulwich Hamlet. I don't think we could have picked a better player for that to go to. Been there since the beginning. Suffered the broken leg. He's come back and he's just just a phenomenon. I think he's captain in the club today as well. Gilder with another free kick. Puts it through to Wodrago. A chance for Elsley to open his account, but can't quite hit the target. So far, things are looking reasonably bright in the conference. Cockings to the back post. Wodrago with a header. Are we going to be made to pay for the number of chances we've been missing? It's a really positive performance. 9 shots, 3 on target. Dominating the possession as well. But can we maintain this momentum all the way up to the final whistle? Fredericks kicking it long. Hams picking up. Peterson through to Gilder. Moses down the right. A couple headers and we get another little chance, but it just goes wide. So half time, you would think there's only one winner in the game, but as we all know in Football Manager, a lot can change when you come out for the second half. I think we just need to hit the target a little bit more often. That's that final kind of shot on target, whether it's slightly too far away, whether you're not quite worked it into the right area. But certainly a lot of positives to take. I'd have to have a look to see where Welling were anticipated to finish, but so far we're looking the much better side. And it could be there's a lot of fatigue from them coming through the pre-season. We've had a good pre-season. Gilder with another free kick down the left to Peterson. Oh, what a goal that is. Peterson. I mean, going for goal of the season on the opening day. Lovely little free kick, sets him free. Did he hit that first time? He did. Right in the top corner, postage stamp. I think we'll be doing well. I mean, we might as well just end the competition now. That is goal of the season, in my opinion. It's going to take some doing to beat that. Throwing down the right this time, Wodrago and Peterson working together. Ball's broke out to Elsley. Cockings will come down the left-hand side. Can he deliver a good cross? Peterson picks up the scraps. He's good from range and it hits the top of the crossbar. Looks like Gilder's tired. Dimitriadis will come on. Ham's picking up the ball now. Good pressing. Bellingham working it with Atienza. Again, we've got to get the ball forward in the right areas. Dimitriadis with his first touch of the ball. Spence had a fairly quiet game. Peterson out round the right to Moses. Takes a deflection. Looked like it could have been an own goal, but with half an hour to go. 2-0 up. Spence taking the corners now. Gilder's off the pitch. Not a particularly great one. And Welling have a chance to break from our corner. Good tackle by Cockings to shut down the move. And we just keep going. Moses this time with a free kick and it goes. Hams will pick up the scraps into Dimitriadis, but he's offside and we can't get that through. What a performance, by the way, though. I wasn't expecting this. I was thinking it was going to be an absolute struggle. Moses with a couple, 2 shots there, snapped off from the rebound and keeper manages to scramble it away. I mean, this could have been 4 or 5. Again, Spence not quite on point with the delivery, but we'll take it as it's going. 20 minutes to go. What a performance. 19 shots, 6 on target. But this is the worry. Welling's first chance. I thought they were going to score on the first opportunity. It happened to us a couple of times last season. Commentator's curse, I think they call it. But I think we're going to get through this. We're hopefully going to pick up the 3 points. It's a good start to the season. It's going to make us believe there's a possibility we can stay up. As Welling put one in to make it 2-1. Do we drop to balanced? I mean, it's a missed header by Atienza. Of all the players to miss a header, we did get someone coming back to cover, but 10 minutes to go. It's 2-1. Please don't let us snap defeat from the jaws of victory. Wodrago to Hams to Spencer. Dimitriadis now. Can we get ourselves back 2 in front? Good snapshot from Spence, but no, we can't. Spence will deliver another corner. It's tense now, and this happens so often to us. Why do we never manage to maintain them 2-goal leads? I'd give anything for this just to end now. Wodrago tired will bring Spencer on. Cockings with a through down the left. In it goes again. Bellingham from the edge of the box. Trying to get some kind of delivery in there. Peterson at the edge of the box. Another drive and it's just gone wide. Another corner. Spence will deliver it in again. I mean, how we've not been out of sight in this game, I don't know. I don't think I've seen such a one-sided game in a while. Just can't get the ball in the right area as we go into the final minute. 5 minutes of injury time. Another throwing down the right hand side. Peterson this time taking the ball forward to Spencer, and this time it has gone in. Lamar Hams getting a touch on the way through, puts us back 2 goals in front, opens his account for the season, which is really good for our new number 1 striker. Peterson playing the ball into Spence, speculative shot. Hams manages to stick his big Mohican head on it, and we've put ourselves 3-1 up with 2 minutes to go. I don't think we'll make it to 30 shots. There's every possibility, but we've still got to make 2 more. Oh, Welling have got another goal back with a minute to go. They just won't lay down and let us have the points, will they? Knowles playing it to Hal at the side. Rowan chips the ball in Nagandu with a lovely little header. Fredericks really no chance to save that. Was he offside? I mean, that's close. That looks... I think he's just about on it. Obviously, it's pixel perfect decision. Got a throw in down the right side. Please don't give the ball away and concede. Peterson to Bellingham, into Spence. That's it. Carry the ball forward. Into Spencer. Peterson to Dimitriadis. They've got the ball back. They've gone long. Spencer's got the ball back. Just blow the whistle. Give us the points and blow the whistle. Dimitriadis, take it to the corner. He delivers a ball in, but it's cleared, and there goes the final whistle. 3 points, fully deserved. I mean, 28 shots on target. Well, 28 shots, 9 on target. XG of 2.2 though. That's not great. You would have thought it would be slightly higher than that, but great performance all round. 3 points on the board. We'll take it, and that bodes well for potentially staying up in the league. I'll just have a quick look at where Welling were in the preview, just to give us a bit of a benchmark on where we might have been at 21st. So I think we could say all the teams on a 50-1, we might have a chance again. Everyone above that, probably not. So yeah, let me know what you think of the squad. Let me know how you think the first game went. I mean, it does bode well. How do you think we'll do this season? And yeah, until the mid-season update, enjoy yourselves, take care, enjoy your saves, let me know how you're getting on, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.